Being that he was such a pillar to his community, what led him to getting shot? Because he been shot a couple of times before he passed away, right?
Yeah, but he really was in the streets. He really was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He did his parts too. So it come with it. Mm-hmm. And one thing I know for sure, he understood everything that came with the game that he was in, and he accepted it like a man.
No, for sure. I seen the interview. What is it? Magnolia. What's my man name? Measy? Magnolia
Leave It.
Leave It, yeah. I heard him talk about your dad and what.
And that was one of his real partners. Like that was somebody who really knew him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm speaking from his child's perspective, but there's people who was in the streets with him for real. You know what I'm saying? You will never hear nobody with nothing bad to say about him. Even when he was, they got interviews on YouTube. I be running across from time when he was locked up in Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? People got nothing but good stuff to say about Soulja Slim. That's really who he was.
Had you, being young, did you ever know that your dad was on drugs? Like, could you ever tell?
I mean, he used to smoke a lot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He used to smoke a lot. My dad died when I was 8 years old.
Got you.
So I wasn't really too familiar with, like, my mama daddy was a crack. He was on crack, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call him a crack. He was on crack. He used to smoke rocks. So, like, I didn't start seeing what it was like to notice a person on drugs maybe until I was like 9 to 10 years old dealing with my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really get to see that with my dad. I knew he smoked weed. My mama smoked hellas of weed, you know.
Got you. So
that was normal.
So when you say your grandfather, is this your mother's father or your dad's father?
My mama dad.
Okay, got you.
At this time, I'm talking about my daddy hadn't I got out of jail yet. He got out of jail right when I was around, like, matter of fact, he wasn't in jail. He got out of jail like 2000. But he was he had his own little situation he was going through. So we really reconnected. Like the year my daddy got killed, he really took me and really pulled me under his wing, you know what I'm saying? Came, got me every weekend he could. Every chance he could, he was bringing me around to family reunions, really like, you know, playing that part.